Let's look at ratio and rate. Write the following in ratios in their simplest form. Remember that when simplifying ratios, you need to divide by the highest number that can go into the given values. So the first one given here is 6 is to 15. So if we're simplifying this ratio, we need to look for the highest number that can go into both of these. So in other words, the highest common factor. So let's see. The factors of 6 we need to look at, the factors of 15 we need to look at, and if we look at the highest common factor of those two, we'll get the highest common factor of 3. So 6 divided by 3 will give me 2, and 15 divided by 3 will give me 5. So 6 is to 15 can be simplified to a ratio that is 2 is to 5. If we look at the next ratio, 7 is to 14, we need to look at the highest common factor again for 7 and 14. The highest common factor of 7 and 14 is 7. So we can divide both 7 and 14 by 7. So 7 divided by 7 will give me 1, and 14 divided by 7 will give me 2. So 7 is to 14 can be rewritten as 1 is to 2. If we look at rate, ratio and rate again, the next example, if 1 rand buys 3 sweets, how much will 54 sweets cost? So our rate here is 1 rand is to 3 sweets. That's what we're given, and that's the ratio that we're going to use here. So we're talking about, remember, money and sweets. So I'm going to make 2 columns here. The first column is for money, and the second column here is for sweets. Okay, so we have 1 rand is to 3 sweets. That's our given ratio. Under our rands, we need to put an unknown value for rands, and under the sweets column, we know that we need to work out for 54 sweets. So under 3 sweets, we will write 54 sweets. Now we need to cross multiply. We cross multiply by the first value and the one across from it. So 1 rand times 54. So 1 times 54 goes on the top there, and at the bottom we just divide by the value we know, which is 3, and that will be our unknown value. So x will equal to 1 times 54. You take the 2 across from each other that we know, that goes on top. So 1 and 54. 1 times 54 goes on the top. The 3 that's on its own goes at the bottom. So 1 times 54 over 3 will give us x. So 1 times 54 is 54, divided by 3 will give us 18. So if 1 rand buys 3 sweets, how much will 54 sweets cost? 54 sweets will cost 18 rands. Okay, this is by using cross multiplication. The next one, rate. The speed of a car that traveled 200 kilometers in 3 hours. So we need to calculate this. Now we know that speed is equal to distance over time. That is a constant formula. So speed will be distance, which is 200 kilometers, over time, which is 3 hours. So distance over time is 200 over 3, which is 66,67, and that is kilometers per hour. Okay.